3.
Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the Beth Israel Rabbi. This coming Shabbat, we read Parshat Lech Lecha. This Torah portion is just a few parshios, a few portions into the Torah. A few weeks ago, we celebrated Simchat Torah. We celebrated the ending and the beginning of the reading of the Torah on that wonderful holiday. And then we read Parshiot, Bereshit, and Noach, coming to today's Torah portion. Some might argue that today, really though, this particular Shabbat is the beginning of the Torah in essence. That is because Bereshit and Noach are about the history of the creation of the world and the people who live within the world. But the Torah is in its essence a book about 3 different elements of relationship: the people of Israel, the land of Israel, and God. That is, that the people of Israel serve God through the fulfillment of mitzvot, and for it they receive the reward of the land of Israel. The people of Israel, the land of Israel, and God. The 3 essential points of the entire Torah. And they begin in this week's Torah portion of Parshat Lech Lecha. It is in this week's Torah portion that God says to Abraham, Lech Lecha, go, Ma'artzecha, from the land in which you were born, from the land of Ur Kasdim, to the land of Canaan, to Eretz Yisrael, to the land of Israel, to create a new religion, to create a new people, to bring a radical idea of monotheism into this world, set out in order to change the world forever, set out in order to create a people with an idea who are radically different from anything we've ever seen before. But why say Lech Lecha? This is a point of confusion for the rabbis. The text could simply have said, Lech, go. The Lecha could mean you Abraham, go. Or the Lecha could also mean for you. That is, you, Abraham, need to leave your homeland. You need to leave the place where you were born. Not only to create something wonderful, not only to make something great in this world, for the benefit of others, for the benefit of your own family, for the benefit of your own people and the world, but you need to do it as well for your own benefit, so that you can grow as an individual, so that you can become something incredible. Indeed, a leader, a good leader, needs to balance both of these aspects of leadership. That is, that with leadership comes honor and respect and self-growth, but with leadership also comes an expectation that the leader will be there for others. We are in the midst of an election time period here in British Columbia and North America. Last week, we had a provincial election. Next week, our neighbors to the south in the United States will be voting as well. Of course, the world's eyes are focused on that particular election. I pray that those who have already been elected and that those who will be elected will grow as individuals, that they will have some benefit from becoming a leader or from their leadership. But I also pray that they always remember that not only should they benefit, but they are there for the sake of serving the people whom they are leading as well. I want to invite you to join me this coming Wednesday, the day after the American election, as I interview Shimon Fogel, asking him about the American election, what it means for the citizens of the United States, as well as for the Jews of the United States, and what it means for us here in Canada, and what it means even for us as Jews in Canada. Shabbat Shalom.